is Felicia Fallum. I'm an artist, traveler, stay-at-home mom, and this last week I taught art classes. My class is titled Cultural Art from Around the World. I've taught it several years. It's always so much fun, and behind me are the pieces. I will go ahead and turn the camera around and I'll give you a little tour of all of the projects. Right, hey guys, so yeah, this is the first project. We did paper weaving, and then the students had the choice of doing loom weaving. And every year, not every year, I should say, this year and last year, there was one person who finished the loom weaving, so it's always so fun to see. That's kind of a really neat, special thing that they get to take as well. And since I brought in weavings from India, Guatemala, and then also Burma. And so our local refugee community from Burma does backstrap loom weaving, and also Guatemala, and then the Indian was ikat print specifically. The next one, we talked about African women. This is always a favorite project. I've done this one every year, I believe, and it's been fun to see the different things. Like sometimes we'll talk about the hair, sometimes one of the girls did an Indian-inspired woman with this project, and every year there's someone that does something really creative and unique, so we'll get to that in a minute. This project was from the refugee crisis in 2018, I believe. I went to Italy with a church trip to work with the refugee community there, and then we went back last year, and we'll go again this next spring. And so it's been something that I've been thinking about more and more, and so it's fun to bring back the Refugee Boat Collage project. These ones are holiday houses. They are, and I'll add sticky tack here. I haven't finished completely yet, but I'll straighten these out with sticky tack tomorrow, probably, when everyone else is hanging. These are holiday houses, so each student picks a holiday and then does a town of houses decorated for that holiday. So yeah, it's fun and creative. And then one of the other ones is Diwali, and so I'm putting it with all the India-inspired pieces. I had 3 students that are from India. They are Indian American. Their parents are all Indian, but they grew up in the United States, or parents or them, a mixture of the different backgrounds. But it's super, super fun to encourage kids to do something that they are passionate about or want to learn more about, so that's really fun. And another girl did an Aboriginal print hand as well, with that kind of same idea of doing something she was more interested in. That one was in the Indian woman, and then she did it for like the African Woman Day. And these are koi nobari. Koi is the type of fish, and nobari means banner or flag, I believe. But in Japan, on Children's Day, families will hang wind socks from their house. The top one will be the father, and then the mother will be right below it, and then the children, in order of age, I believe it's age, will go below that. And so each house has a banner with all of their family members for Children's Day. So that's just a fun thing. Each one of my students, I think most all of my students did a fish, a koi fish, and so we put those on there, and I will, again, sticky tag them so they look a little bit better for the show. The next 2, Apipelagos, I'm not sure if I pronounced that right, but my toddler loves volcanoes, and I spent time on Sicily by Mount Etna and brought him back a magnet. He was obsessed with them. And then my husband went to New Zealand for a little bit, and so then just working with countries that are not on continents and playing with that. And one girl saw the project, she's like, oh my goodness, I want to do it. I had to work one-on-one with her for a little bit, because I've taught her for private lessons, and then she was able to stay late one day, so that one is hers. And then another student did a Ming vase. King Ming Jia is kind of the inspiration for this one, which is a holiday in China, which is Tomb Sweeping Day, if you're familiar with it. But the vase style comes from the Ming Dynasty and is a very traditional vase, which you've probably seen. And then finally, on the last day, we do a My Culture project, which each student is encouraged to talk about their own culture. This year, I did like 3 different options. I gave them the name one, where they put something from their culture in each letter of their name. Is super fun, and always kind of a challenge to, because they have them go back to talk about their own culture throughout the week, and we come back to that throughout the week. So then the last day, they have the chance to think about their own culture and what that means to them. The 2 handprints came from that day as well, and then there was another student that did an Aboriginal inspired one. But with it being the last day, it was watercolor. I don't know if she actually finished it completely, but yeah, so there you go. Those are all of the pieces from my Cultural Art from Around the World class for 2024. So thanks so much. Bye. Thanks so much for watching. If you are in Tri-Cities, be sure to come out next Saturday from 1 until 3. Allied Arts will have all of the children's shows. All the walls will be filled with children's artwork and then the kids will get to take their work home, and you might hear from the teachers, or just we'll do an introduction of who all the teachers are in all 6 of the classes. So I hope to see some of you guys then. Thanks so much. Bye.